go as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Black Knights. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they try the right side here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. On 4th down. Banks. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check 37, check 37. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, Delta. Check 55 to mine. Check. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A little juke. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. On third down, Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Banks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. 55. Check right, check right. Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
55, 55. Hey, eat.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, orbit.
On third down, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D.
To throw on third down. Banks. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Get ready.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. Looking to throw. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You draw corkers.
Here's 2nd and 8. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
60 Pittsburgh. Smooth.
Hey, let's get there.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on first down. Banks. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw on 2nd down. Banks. Going left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Check 13.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike PS4.
On 4th down, Banks. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go. 60 or.
Yeah. What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Hey, Alpha.
3 down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to Smith. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the front.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 32 on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Again, it's Smith. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
General West. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Tighten up, tighten up.
80 weapon. 5.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Colts.
On first down, Banks. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Banks. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Banks. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
Off play action. Herbert looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
218, chop it.
Back. Watch twist.
Shoot.
A 1st down carry for Smith. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Topper.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check three.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 50.
2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. 52's the mark.
On fourth down, Herbert. Got his man. That's Harry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
52. Mike 52. Get your swerve on. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run with Smith. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And this home crowd is in a frenzy.